If you think I'm gonna let this man be my bodyguard, you are very mistaken.
Seriously mistaken. Now, I've done all that I can to save the stubborn woman's hide. So you feds are just gonna have to take over.
My orders from Washington are very clear. Officer Lopez-Fitzgerald is now your bodyguard. You will guard this woman 24/7 until the men from the drug cartel are apprehended.
I don't believe this.
Believe it. From this moment on, you two are joined at the hip.
It won't work.
There's no way. This is impossible.
Well, just call your superiors and tell them to find someone else.
Look, it's obvious you two have issues here, but why don't you just save your vocal cords? It's a done deal.
But why? What the hell was the Bureau thinking? I'm not in the protection racket.
Well, you are now. Look, you were picked for this job because, number one, you know the area. Number two, you know the drug dealers on site. And three, you outmaneuvered them several times in Paris while you were protecting Miss Crane.
I didn't need his help. I was doing fine without him.
She's obviously got a screw loose because she would have been dead at least 3 times.
Oh, that is so...
all right, enough already. Look, Miss Crane, we are very well aware of how resourceful you were in defending yourself. But the agency is very clear on this. Luis showed great courage when he parachuted into the woods at night to rescue you.
I told you, I already shot the guy. Luis just showed up for the cleanup.
Anton would have been on you like that.
Put a sock in it and sit down. And you work on this, and not a word out of either one of you until I'm finished. I'm going to lay down some ground rules. First, Luis, you will move into Miss Crane's cottage ASAP.
Absolutely not. She'll have me arrested for breaking and entering.
He is not spending 10 minutes in my cottage. I'm not giving up my privacy.
And I'm not FBI. So why should I sacrifice my personal life for someone who doesn't appreciate anything?
Oh, what am I just supposed to get down on my knees and thank you for saving my life?
I'm not going to hold my breath on that
Maybe this was not such a hot idea, but the Bureau has made up its mind, and there is only one way, Luis, for you to get out of this assignment.
Name it!
There is only one way for Luis to get out of this assignment. Did he ever assault you? Ever harass you sexually? Or come on to you?
No, no assault. But he did kidnap me.
It was the only way I can get you out of Paris.
We are aware of the incident. It showed great initiative. In fact, that is why you were deputized on this case.
Oh, I do not believe this.
Hello. I'm Julian Crane. I'm Sheridan's brother. I heard what's going on, and I will not allow this man to be on our bodyguard.
For once in my life, I agree with my brother.
I have very influential friends in Washington who can make your life miserable for you. So I suggest you call your superiors and tell them to find someone else.
Miss Crane?
Don't worry, Sheridan. I'll take care of this. We had an agreement. You stay away from Sheridan or risk going back to jail for kidnapping.
What are you two talking about? If it concerns me, then I have a right to know.
As a matter of fact, it does concern you.
Luis, Sheridan needn't know what we were discussing. It's...
Sheridan does need to know. What?
I was just telling Julian to use some of his clout in Washington to get me off this assignment. That agent tried already, and nothing worked.
Yes, that's what Luis suggested, and I intend to follow up on that right now.
Well, I hope you know that being your bodyguard wasn't my idea.
Oh, you've made it abundantly clear.
Well, I'm glad the FBI is involved. So whether you want to admit it or not, your life is in danger, Sheridan.
I know that. I'm not completely stupid.
Miguel. What's Chad?
Still unconscious. I just came to get Whitney some coffee. What's going on here?
You won't believe it.
So you're fighting being Sheridan's bodyguard?
Hey, you're damn right I am.
Can I ask you something? Do you have feelings for Sheridan?
I thought maybe we had something together. Things went sour. And bro, we argue all the time. And the best thing to do is just stay far away from her.
But if you do this job for the FBI, you could earn your detective badge.
Yeah, but it's not worth it.
Why don't you just take the job and keep everything on a purely professional level?
Oh boy, you don't know Sheridan Crane. Everything is personal with her. We'd be at each other's throats constantly.
Well, good luck with whatever you decide. I've got to get back to the hospital.
Okay, well, thanks.
Yep.
No! This administration won't do a thing for us. We'll have to wait till November, when the Republicans are back in power.
Bad news?
Yes, I'm sorry, but I talked to my man in Washington. He said his hands are tied.
That's exactly the same message I got.
Do you mean I'm stuck, that I gotta take this job?
You're stuck.
I'm sorry, Sheridan, but I will not give up.
Well, if we're stuck with this nightmare situation, then I have a few ground rules.
Oh, yeah, well, so do I.
Now, you two obviously have some problems. You can work them out, all right? I'm out here. Miss Crane, officer.
Oh, I made one last call. Sheridan, hello, Buck.
Hank.
I remembered an old school chum of mine worked in the Justice Department. I phoned. It seems the fellow's doing 5 to 10 in Leavenworth for embezzlement. So I'm afraid another door is closed to us, darling.
I don't believe it. Well, I'd better get home.
Hey, I'll drive you.
I'm gonna go home, pack a bag. I'll see you at the cottage.
I can't wait. Let's go, Hank.
I'll see you later.
FBI deputized Luis to be my 24-hour bodyguard. You know, I tried to stop it. Your father did too. He called every contact he had in Washington and got nowhere.
Actually, you know, I'm glad Luis is guarding you. Thanks.
You can't be serious.
Sheridan, he's proved over and over again that he's good at protecting you. And think about it.
I don't have to, and I don't want to.
Look, I'm sorry you'll be inconvenienced, but the truth is I'm relieved that Luis is on the job.
Yeah, I can't believe that you're supporting Luis. I thought I could count on you.
You can count on me. You know that. Look, I can see that you're very angry about this, so I'm going to beat a hasty retreat and get out of here before you get really angry.
No, Ethan, please, wait. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be taking this out on you.
Dreaming.
You know what, Teresa? It's time that you started getting over these crushes. Nothing ever comes of them. Like that crush you had on Ethan Crane. Thank God you got over that, right?
What's the back for, Luis? Where are you going?
I'm moving in with Sheridan.
What? Well, when did this happen?
That's not what you think. Been assigned to her by the FBI.
Assigned?
As her bodyguard. And I'm putting in for hazardous duty pay, believe me. If I'm gonna be with her 24/7, I'm getting more out of it than a slap across the face, you know?
Maybe spending time
No, Teresa.
will help you work out the problems.
Teresa, no.
And you can get back together
Teresa,
again.
you're not listening to me. It's not what you think. As usual. I didn't ask for this. I've been ordered to do it. Ordered to babysit the most stubborn, self-involved woman that You don't need to hear this. Look, anyway, I gotta go, okay? And listen, when this whole thing with Sheridan's over, I want to meet this guy you got a crush on. Because I don't want anyone kissing my sister that I haven't checked out personally, okay?
Good luck, Luis.
Thanks.